Hello everyone, my name is Sean Marshall, and my topic today is should the West build military killer robots? So, um, to make it clear, we are not talking about anything like the sci-fi fiction of Terminator or anything like that. We're talking about real life here. We already know that robots and drones are already supports in the military. They are used for drone strikes or anything like that, but it is someone operating and controlling them on the other side of a computer. So they would be technically semi-autonomous. Um, However, in this, we are talking about fully autonomous robots. To be fully autonomous, the robot would have to be able to process its own information and make sound decisions like a human does. It would process like a brain, like our brain. We take in sensory information and we process the decision or what to do and something like that. So they would have to be human like. That's why everyone's so afraid of them. They do make their own decisions and they do act like a human. Okay. So my first point is that in the world right now, we have a whole bunch of national defense commitments that are just falling short. Our troop levels are low, and the skills that are within those, the skills that are required within those um, commitments are actually falling short because of the private sector. The private sector also looks for the same skills, and they pay more. That's why the private sector gets more people. So we already are falling short in our troop levels and what they are capable of. So why not come out with another form of troop that is better than what we have right now? And that is exactly what we'd be doing if we let autonomous robots into the military. As soon as autonomous robots are able to enter the military, that would be, for one, great because then we wouldn't have to send other humans to go fight wars. We wouldn't be sending someone's mom or dad or brother or sister to go fight in a war and possibly die. We're not sending someone to their death. They're not leaving. It would be a robot instead. A robot would be able to do the same thing a human does, but in the same breath, it wouldn't be a human. It would be like a human, but not fully a human. Okay, and then we also have robots can go places humans cannot. So as of right now, we are using autonomous surveillance robots. The Navy is um, in the depths of the ocean to map out the ocean floor and map out routes for Navy ships to travel. They use these robots to detect if there's mines or anything that could cause damage to the ship so that they don't lose the ship or any of the people on that ship. They make sure it's safe. They are using a fully autonomous robot. However, this autonomous robot is not fitted with weapons. They're not able to kill anyone. They are just for surveillance only and mapping out the sea floor. However, if they were to be with weapons, if a threat was found during an exploration with a robot mapping out the floor of the ocean or something like that, they could take out that threat without even having to alert the Navy base or the Navy ship that is headed that way. So robots can do things that humans cannot. They are already, they're flying. They are in the depths of the ocean where the pressure is too great for us to even go down there. We would die. So there is just places that robots can go that humans cannot, and that is a very strategic thing in warfare. Like always have the higher ground. Robots can. They will. So then we have a robot. This is a very highly debated moral issue. A automated robot would not have clouded judgment like human emotion. A lot of people see that as a negative. However, I would see that as a positive. Without human emotion clouding your judgment, you are able to make sound decisions based off of the sensory information that you gather, however the robot would gather, without second guessing yourself or anything like that. How many times do you second guess yourself on a test or an exam? I do it a lot. A lot. This way, the robot would not second guess itself. It would just take in sensory information from the scene and make a sound decision based on that information. That would be its program. That's what it would do. And it's a fully autonomous robot, so it could make those decisions and then act on them. Another point is that we already have face recognition in our everyday lives. Like an iPhone, it has face recognition to let you in your own phone. We also have NSA, where they use face recognition to software to identify terrorists or anything like that. So with a robot, they can incorporate this, and they are better equipped to identify threats or non-threats, to either act or not act on something. So if they were sent to anywhere, they would know, with face recognition, if they were a threat or not. Should they approach them or not? Should they take them out or not? It is so much easier for a robot to see them and to identify them than it would be a human to try to look across a desert and see if someone was over there that was a threat or not. It's just facts. I mean, could you tell me what someone looked like in a desert 20 feet away? Okay, maybe longer than 20 feet. A mile away? No, a robot could. So, another point is that fully autonomous robots are made to make decisions like humans, so they are made to have, not fully, because they're not fully human, but they do have they are programmed to act like they have a brain like a human, to take in information and then make a sound decision based on that. So it is like a brain. However, a robot is full of code and programs. So, and as everyone knows, programs and codes run exponentially faster than the human brain. So they are able to make these decisions 20 times or however many times faster than a human could. So they process it, they gather their data, and they make a decision way quicker than we could. Why not have that on our side in the military? And for the last point is, we all know that human error is a huge thing in the world, and there is a whole bunch of, maybe you've seen news reports of how a bombing went wrong or a strike went wrong and the military was to blame. Well, with fully autonomous robot, we wouldn't have someone on the other end of the screen squinting at a pixel to see if that is the right strike or not. This is a fully autonomous robot going into the field and seeing if this threat is real or not, and they would make the strike depending on that. So it would be no human error, it would be the robot and what the robot sees. So in all, I mean, if the technology was created in the right way, I believe that the West should definitely build fully autonomous robots for the military. They're able to go into different places that humans cannot. They are better equipped than humans to identify and take action on such threats. They process information way quicker, and they do not have human judgment. They have the facts of what is happening. Also, it's just a robot life versus a human life. I would always take to save the human life rather than the robot. So, yep, that's it.